Another myth and misconception that I often hear is that people have to want to go to treatment and that treatment will not work if they don't want it. It sounds reasonable in a way, but it is wrong. And let me tell you why. First of all, if someone is that motivated that they really want to go to treatment, they may not need treatment at that point because they may just be able to go to detox and then go to AA or NA or some program like that if they're that highly motivated. Because you see, part of the job of treatment, in fact, one of the biggest jobs in treatment, is to break through the levels of denial and get the person to the point that they really are committed to a long-term program of recovery. I remember when I was a young counselor hundreds of years ago, I was already in my own recovery and I was now working full-time as an addiction counselor in a residential treatment center. And I got to hear a talk at a big conference by the great Dan Anderson, at that time president of Hazelden. He was a PhD psychologist, like I'm telling you, this was a million years ago. Anyway, he said in this big talk that he gave, there are only two things we're trying to accomplish in treatment. I'm like, wow, what's he going to say? This should be interesting. Number one, we want to break through the person's denial at depth, because it's like peeling an onion. There are many, many layers to it. And then get them to commit to a long-term program of recovery. So one of the community-based programs like Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, etc. This is why treatment is so important. You can't wait until the person is really motivated. Oh yes, I really want to go to treatment. They may not live that long, to be frank. And what are we asking of this addicted brain anyway? I mean, look, this brain is sleep deprived. It is nutritionally starved. It's continually poisoned by whatever substances are being used. Are we really going to entrust this particular brain to make good decisions? Does that sound like a recipe for success? No, it doesn't. That's why we do interventions. That's why we use the power of love and concern in a very specific way so that we can break through the person's initial resistance and denial and bring them to a moment of clarity where they will accept the help that's being offered. If you want to learn how to do that, that's what our book Love First is all about. There's also a lot of free resources on our website. It would take you hours and hours and hours and hours to get through all of the free resources on our website. And they really are free. You don't have to put in your email address or anything like that. So I'm going to continue with these videos to talk about some of the misconceptions and also what you can do to help someone who has an alcohol and drug problem. Okay, see you in the next one.